There's a new normal. February really launched it. It was a tipping point for all the thoughts that we have, all of the things that we're questioning, all of the decisions we're making to live different lives. And through that accumulative decision making out there, we're creating a completely different society. So this is real stuff. It's quantum physics too. And the more of us that go into that space, the more we influence one another because we are all connected. What's the new norm? Are you having issues with sleep or eating or with scheduling, or have you gotten in accidents? I just whacked my ankle the other day and had some other things, and I realized what's going on. And it is a program that we are creating at every moment. I want to talk about this because I want to propose something to you that could make it a lot easier for you to transition into this amazing new world that we are creating. And it is amazing. All right, you ready for this? Let's go. Welcome to Landria Onkka on YouTube, here to help you break through fear and live an amazing life. What causes anxiety? Fear. What causes depression? Fear. What causes health issues? Fear. We internalize these negative feelings because we don't think that the world out there is what it should be or could be or that we want it to be. And so when we battle with that, we create struggle. I want to help you get past that. So if you're in my free courses, so if you're in my free video series, you know that I take you on a journey of understanding all of this and how to use it and how to live a life where fear exists, but it no longer controls you. Right now, huge changes are happening that are very powerful. I think people have gotten to the point where we're so fed up with all the things that are going on, and we've been, of course, in our homes for a long period of time, isolated in many of you, and realizing I have to take a good hard look at my life. And what do I want to go back to? And guess what? People don't want to go back to the norm and realize there is no norm anymore. I want to ask you a question. Do you have any eating abnormalities, like things that have happened to you that you normally wouldn't feel? In other words, maybe you want to stop eating meat, or you just don't have an appetite. Or do you have sleep issues? Do you have any physical issues? I want to talk about that. We're now taking the next step of quitting. First of all, quitting our jobs. 3% of the working population every month drops off here in the United States. And new online businesses are being created at record pace. You can be a part of that. Free videos if you want to see what people are doing. Creating their own businesses, their own income. They're controlling their lives. But now what about all the other things we've been told? About our health, what we should take to be healthy. We're looking at that closely too and realizing that's not only not good for me, it's not good for the planet. And who benefits from that? It's usually not us. We are opening up our eyes and removing the veils of what has been told to us for centuries, really, and how we should behave and live, and questioning everything. So let's take that a step further. What about your sleep patterns? Now, of course you want to get a good, a number of hours of sleep. If you're familiar with Edgar Cayce, you know that Edgar Cayce would sleep for like 2-3 hours at a time, get up and function, and when he was tired, sleep 2 or 3 hours again. He actually said that that was really healthy, that you would get enough sleep during the day, but you weren't going into this coma for, 8 hours that was required. So what do we do when we say I can't sleep? We're in bed trying to sleep and we can't. So we lay there trying to force it and we say, I can't sleep, I have a sleeping problem. If you're not tired, don't sleep. I actually just sleep whenever I'm tired. If I wake up at, the old wake up at 3 a.m. thing, the mind's going, I have a lot going on all the time, and I realize this is not going to go away, I will get up and write. I'll write on my computer sometimes till 6 o'clock in the morning, 7 o'clock, go to bed for 2 hours and be up working again at 9 a.m. When I say work, I love what I do. So, I get excited about it. If I get tired during the daytime, I will lay down and take a nap. Now, I have that luxury, But it's because I did this 7 years ago. So once again, is your life your own? And it's not giving up abundance. As somebody said, she accepted the fact, one of my subscribers accepted the fact that the old her was gone. Who was that? Probably somebody who's career-oriented, going out making the money, success and all this stuff, according to that old world. And she realized the new her wasn't going after all those things. And abundance is having everything that you need and being satisfied with all of that. That's abundance. And so all these extra things that we're told that we need in our lives, we're realizing just made us very unhappy and complicated things. And we spend our whole lives chasing all that extra stuff in a material world that will never satisfy us. We're shifting out of that. We're realizing it's what I do every day that's so important. Do I love it? Is it contributing? Or am I a detriment to this planet? So ask yourself that. Are you contributing to the planet? Somebody said, do I have to switch careers? I'm a nurse and I love it. I said, congratulations. You're less than 20% of the population out there that actually loves their jobs. I'm one of those people that loves their jobs, but I was an investment banker, and like you might be in a situation and you're looking at your life saying, what needs to change here? That I've been programmed or got into and I have to pay my bills and I feel stuck. You're not stuck. You're never stuck. I'm going to tell you right now, this is your opportunity. This is your turning point right now. The new normal is still not normal. Roll with it. If your appetite changes and you don't want to eat, don't eat. Don't eat. And I'm not talking about if you have health issues, by all means, get those checked out. Pills aren't going to help you. If it's masking something, get to the root of why these things are happening, because you have full control over your health and everything else. You really do. People are telling me, you might say, oh no, I've got these issues, and I'm going to tell you right now, if you don't believe that, then it will not be possible for you. If you come into my Miracle Circle, we talk about letting that go. You actually get training for $30, training for a month. In there, we take a subject, and I have a 1.5 to 2 hours, sometimes more, longer, Miracle Circle session that you get, plus you get a live one. What are we doing? I'm letting you know that when you go into that space, and you're looking back at the earth, there are no problems. There are no problems, right? How do you want to change your life right now? Do you want to stop living in fear? Do you want to stop worrying? Do you want to stop comparing yourself to what you were doing or what you don't have, or you're losing a job? Everything is opening up for you right now. It's a new world, and you get to decide what that is for you with no rules. So I told you that everything in February, from February 1st onward, was going haywire. No schedules, things going wacko. I'm telling you bizarre stuff. I just wrote an email to a friend, came back, sent it, came back, it's gone. I'm on this camera right now, and I looked, and I had like maybe 40 minutes left on it. I came back, went to film again, I had 170 minutes left on it. I didn't change batteries. There's some very bizarre stuff going on. It's exciting. Imagine what you can shift in and out of. Somebody said they almost got hit by lightning and it was a portal to awakening. I'm like, no, it's lightning. Let's not make up stuff, all right? My friend who sent me this orb on the camera happened to be moving with the camera and a light was coming in. Don't look for stuff that isn't there. I like to debunk everything, and I just say, listen, I do have control over my beliefs, my actions, and I don't have to understand everything. I'm not going to keep looking for things outside of myself. What is it or whatever? Take action for you. Get yourself in a situation where you're moving past everything that could possibly hold you back that is going on in your head. And that's all it is. And the less you listen to the garbage out there, the more you're going to realize you always had complete control over that new norm. If you want to sleep during the day and you can do that, do it. Don't allow other people to tell you what's right and what's wrong. Listen to your body. If there's certain things you want to stop eating, or like myself, I had a mellow mint or something like that. I used to love them. I hadn't had it in years. I had one and it tasted like chemicals to me. And I realized I've cleaned out my body, and so I'm picking up on what we've been feeding ourselves for years. So it's time for you to decide what your life should look like. And if the schedules are messed up, flow with it. Over the weekend, yes, my schedule got messed up. Once again, I said, I'm going anyways. I'm going to go to this festival and I'm just going to wing it. My friend eventually showed up because her schedule got messed up. We had a blast. We're learning how to flow without being in this linear, programmed, scheduled life of how we should work and live and earn and treat each other and what's right and what's wrong and what's success. Throw it out the window, because whatever you think may not be what's right for me. So when we criticize one another and we argue and we say this is how things are and we get nasty with each other, we're living in that world where you want everybody to function the way you think they should. And that's not freedom, and that's not choice. So, there's going to be a lot of things going on this planet that are going to be very disturbing. But that's the transition. You've got to hold fast to being accepting and compassionate, staying on what you know is right, and don't deviate from that. Get into your communities where others are contributing to these communities that work. And by the way, small communities work. When we start to get big and we say everybody should act a certain way and think a certain way and whatever it is, that's where we've been now. We are not robots. Go into the community where you have artists together, or you have business people that are creative, that have inventions, and gardeners over here. And so you share all of these things amongst all these talents and the diversity that we have. That is the new norm. So if you want to take a nap during the day, do it. If you feel like fasting, fast. We don't have to look up everything. Somebody will have an opinion on everything, and you know what they say about opinions. They're like something else, and everyone has one, right? So get excited. This is a new world. We are stepping into it. We are in the tipping point. We're saying, I don't want to be on a schedule. I want freedom. I want to be my own boss, but I do need other people, because we are one amazing energy field. And the right people will come to you. You don't have to have all the answers. Only the ego has to have answers for everything. Let that go too. Are you ready? Because amazing things are happening now. I have free videos helping you to move past these fears, how to deal with it in a world where it's just programming, and we can step out of that. You can step out of it today if you want. I'm giving you all kinds of opportunities. You want to make healthy choices about what you purchase? No more plastic. As you know, less than 9% of recycling is recycled, right? What a lot of work for nothing. Why are we using those products in the first place? If it ends up in recycling, that's a problem, right? We shouldn't have that kind of massive recycling where only 9% actually gets recycled. Let's start making really wise decisions. Do you know the opportunities for you to create right now are just off the charts? And you can do it. Don't underestimate what you are. We all have equal access to the quantum field. You know what's there? It's all intelligence. It's the intelligence that flows through your body and the chair and the plant and the bird. It holds every secret to the universe, every answer, every invention, every song, inspiration, joy. It holds everything, and you have access to it. If you don't feel like that, then you have blocks and barriers, and it's like shutting the door and putting boulders against it. Start pulling boulders off. Open the door, because there's something beautiful on the other side. It always was there. You just had to make that decision to step through that door. And it is an amazing world, and whatever happens out there is the choice of other people who are not ready to go to that next level. And wanting them to is also the ego not accepting their journey. Let's be there for one another, absolutely. But it's time to let go and allow everything to play out. Be the catalyst for positive change, and you've done your job. So no more schedules, no more doing things we're supposed to, no more pleasing other people that want you to be a certain thing, act a certain way, speak a certain way, dress a certain way. Be you. because you are beautiful and perfect. Whole, perfect, loving, harmonious, and happy. Please subscribe to my channel and share these. I want people to know that things are okay, all is well, and that we are here in the most challenging time on this planet for a positive reason. And we have to stick with that positive reason. A catalyst for positive, amazing change, to get back to what we are and to recognize that awakening is just knowing what you are, not finding something out there. You're already perfect. I'll see you in the next video, my friend. Namaste.